similar to what we had before with the other one.
Okay. Just going to ring Nikki.
Zoe.
Yeah.
Zoe, I was watching Stuart Amfield, whatever his surname is, his video, and he said that he has 100 people on his calls.
Yeah.
So that's using the Zoom that you're upgrading to, is it?
Yeah. I heard that. He had 97 on one call.
Yes,
I'm
that's
like,
it.
yeah, come on, let's push it to 97. I was like, yeah, create abundance, think abundantly, let's go for big calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because all his little clips were from his Zoom calls.
Yeah, no, amazing. Yeah, brilliant.
And I think Rich is very close to finishing our video, and he's coming over on Saturday to film John's little bit.
Oh, excellent. Brilliant.
So he will be at the Accelerator Day. We'll stick him in with a group, and he can go round to do the skills.
Yeah.
Gary, is Steph at the boat show, or is he at home with?
He's going to the boat show tomorrow. I'm not sure if he's going in this evening.
Sorry, my love.
I spent 6 hours on our workbook today for Saturday. Locked myself at Stapleford with no signal and got on with it.
What did we do without
6
you?
hours, wow.
Nearly there. Nearly finished it.
You are such a star.
It would all be worth it. When I'm on that beach next year, I'll think back to this moment.
Yeah.
No, actually, I probably won't. I'll just enjoy the beach.
It's because you're up there. We'll always, I mean, Eric would say that, you should tell us all to bugger off and do it ourselves, but because you're always up there and you're always going to be up there, we're always going to rely on you because you're so brilliant.
Mm-hmm. I know, because I think, sometimes, when you produce one document, like this training manual, you're like, that's it for a while, but there'll always be something. There'll be new videos, there'll always be new tools, you'll always be improving.
You have to have the app before you can put the. Right, hang on. Yeah, okay.
My sister looks tired.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I look yellow, she looks tired. We haven't got Lucy, have we? I thought she was.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Not showing me you for some reason. It is now.
You have to move along a bit.
Okay.
Can you see me now?
I've got it sideways, so.
So have I. Just shove it along like that.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Because I've swapped back to the laptop and I've shoved you all up in the corner.
Right, okay.
Don't forget to record, Candy Smith.
I am
Yes,
already recording.
Oh, good girl.
Instructions at me from the screen.
I'm only protecting my little girl.
No, Zoe. I'll just text Zoe. Hang on. Nikki's trying. So she's already got the app up. She's put join the meeting, etc. And it says, what does it say, Nick? Zoom installer. Right. All right. Do we need to add the Zoom installer to get Zoom up if you're going on for the first time? Zoe, do you know?
I don't know. I don't know what device is she on. What?
She's on an iPhone, iPad, or an Apple device.
I don't know. I just downloaded the app.
Andy, yeah, on my iPad I just put just got the WhatsApp. Sorry, just got the Zoom app.
Yeah, you go to the App Store and get the app.
Yeah, she's already downloaded the app, but it's asking for Zoom installer. I mean, on mine, it quite often says launch application or something, and I just click that, and then it goes straight on.
You have to fill in all your details, don't you, in case you go over time and have to pay?
Oh, I don't know.
I think so. I think it asks you for details, even though you only do the free bit.
Yeah, I think you might. Have you filled in your details? Even though, because there's a free one and a pay for one, and obviously we're just on the free one, so you have to fill in your details. Yeah, okay. What are the choices? Yeah, well, you, no, you just need to be on join via the internet as opposed to via the phone.
Ah, it's Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Yeah, I didn't bother checking any of them. Just,
I'm still trying to get something on.
My Wembley, do you like it?
I was going to say,
I love that.
Leon.
Oh, I want one.
Lapapus.
no,
We should have Zoom onesies. Where's that from?
Top shop.
Oh, is it?
what's it got on it? Rocking horses.
Look at that. Dog on lap as well.
Oh.
Living the dream. Come on, has anybody else got any embarrassing attire on?
I'm dressed today.
None of us,
My
Rachel.
whole wardrobe.
I feel flattered that Candy's asked to borrow a dress of mine. It's the first time anyone's wanted to borrow any of my clothes. I must be stepping up.
Well, I sent her a picture of her in the dress, and I said, I want this one.
That's quite a compliment because normally I wouldn't want to borrow my clothes.
That's cool, Helen.
I'm like, yes. Ah, okay.
See you. Well, I can see. Yay! All right. I'm going to
Picture.
Hi.
See some more.
Oh, it's a nice man in the background there.
Nicola, I think you've met. So you've met Zoe and Helen at the top.
Hi.
This is Rachel, who I work with in her pajamas. Come up. Lucy in the middle, and my sister on the left here, Sue. And then we've got potentially Sam joining, who's in Kent, but she'll come on when she's ready, I guess.
Put your baby to bed.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I've used anything like this before. It's quite strange.
Yeah.
Strange but lovely.
Yeah.
Well, it's revolutionised the business, really. It just means you can, sign up somebody anywhere and talk to them anywhere. So,
Yeah. Very clever.
So I think what we decided we'd do tonight is just because, Rachel's kind of come back to us after being away for a while, and you're new, and Sam, who's coming on, is new. That we'll go through what you do with a new starter. So everyone else is all right with that, aren't you?
Yeah, perfect.
I don't see any other questions or what have you. So you're going to read out the game plan things, Zoe?
Yes, spent a long time yesterday with Danny and Jasmine and Laura going over new startup, debating kind of what we put in there, what goes on the checklist and everything else. I think I'll go for a screen share again. I'll see if this works. I might cause chaos. I don't know. Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'll just click down then to, this is our new workshop, workbook for Saturday.
Yeah.
The right skills. Oh, here we go. Skill 6. Oh no, step 6. Right. So, in this business, we have 7 skills that we are mastering to be experts in what we do and treating it as a profession rather than kind of a hobby and becoming, well, Eric Boyer would call us network marketing professionals. And so one of the skills is to start a new consultant. So we kind of perfect our skills at how we actually look for new people, and then we sponsor them, and then we sponsor them into our team, and we go, now what? What do we do with them next? So this gives us a bit of structure as to how we start a new consultant. So we start with what he calls the game plan interview. It's kind of just kind of talking to them about, right, okay, what our relationship is with them, what is our role as their sponsor. So we've got part 1 is kind of just welcoming somebody to the team, and then part 2 is setting expectations out from the beginning. So he recommends, this is what you'll read to your new consultant. So, or do you want to read that out, Candy?
Yeah. There's a few typos in there.
Yeah. Get out the typos because it's got to go final edit. It's going on to print tomorrow.
All right, myself and your upline are here to guide you every step of the way. However, we can't do it for you. Ultimately, this is your business, so your success will be determined by your efforts, not mine. Our network is a really supportive network, and there are many tools available. I will teach you how to use and access them. It will be up to you to tap into that and use the network, resources and tools when you need it, and when you are able to give back and help others to join along the way. It is really important that you understand that everyone in the network wants you to succeed, so don't be afraid to ask. You can build a network of consumers switching brands at your own pace. The growth of your network will be directly linked to the efforts put in, so it suits those who want to build this slowly and those who want to build at a faster pace. My job is to help you become independent from me as soon as possible. Do you agree that's a good goal? There will be ups and downs when you're building your business. There will be good times and bad times. I know when you're in a bad time, you're not showing up to meetings, you're not calling me, you're not on calls. When that happens to you, and it happens to everyone, how do you want me to be during those times? Do you want me to leave you alone, or do you want me to be persistent and remind you why you made the decision in the first place?
Brilliant. Now, when we started, we didn't have this, so I think we should go back. So I'm going to ask Helen, as I've sponsored Helen. So Helen, when you have a bad time in this business, do you want me to leave you alone, or do you want me to persist and give you a kick up the backside?
Definitely this, Zoe.
Okay.
What was that? What was that?
Pardon?
What was
I
that?
said definitely persist.
No.
Definitely get pissed.
She said,
That's one option. Yeah, I'll add that in the bottom. Just get pissed. Okay, persist. So Helen, you can ask your sponsor Candy what she would like.
Yeah, Candy, when you're going through, a time that you're not showing up to me ever, do you want me to leave you alone, or do you want me to persist in you?
I've had my I've never not come. No, I need the kick up the backside. That's
Persist.
fine. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
What about your team, Candy?
Okay, right. I'd love to kick my sister up the backside. Not she really needs it.
The other way round.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, what do you want, darling?
You can kick me.
Good.
Well, not so much kick me up the backside as pull me along, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't very often need kicking.
No.
Gentle encouragement.
And I can't see Nicola. She's disappeared off my screen. So.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's
No, you're back. As soon as you speak, you come back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got
So
like a black
we
scrolling
discussed
behind.
this the other night, didn't we?
Yeah, no, I'm keen to do it, but I'm not going to be doing it at a fast pace because I've got a lot of other commitments going on in the background. So I want to start it off slowly and start to live the product, incorporate it into the home, and then I can engage with people and having an understanding of the product. When I'm confident with that, then I can work with it and develop it and start to grow.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, slowly for me, and I've made a list of all the dates and things in my diary that are potentially I want to be involved with, and just kind of watch my distance and take it all in my pace.
Yeah.
Cool. And
It's more
Rachel.
if you drop off and disappear altogether, isn't it? That's worrying, really.
Yeah, exactly. Rachel, are you there?
I'm always here, yeah.
Hey, what do you want? You want to kick up the arse, darling?
Yeah, I guess so. I think you can quite well. As you all know, I've sort of been off the radar for the last couple of months. Made district within a few months, which was, really encouraging for me. And then my team started to drop off, and things happened with me, and I guess I lost my way a little bit. I think you've always been brilliant at providing support and guidance. Couldn't fault you on that at all. I think sometimes you have to gauge the situation. Definitely, need a kick at the backside, but then also know when, it's not the right time as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Lucy, I'm not your sponsor, but
Oh, yeah.
what do you want us to do with
Hey,
you?
Lucy.
I'm adopted by you all, and I'd like you all to give me a swift kick up the backside.
Okay, one for Lucy.
I think I'm really grateful that you encourage me the way that you do, because I'm not going to get anywhere unless I start to do the things that really scare me. And that's what I'm starting to do. So thank you.
Cool.
And
Okay.
You sat there in that full room and you were brilliant, because you didn't consciously know you were doing it or going to do it. You were really, really good.
Thank you.
Cool. So then the next part of your new consultant, starting a new consultant, is your checklist, getting started checklist. So number one is writing down their why. So making sure everybody in your team has written their why and actually has sent a copy of that to you as well, or shared that with you, because then if they do want that kick up the backside and you have to remind them why they did this, why they started this business, you know it. And I remember there's one consultant in my team, and it was in the early days of her business, and she had a few knockbacks in a week and a few people saying no, and she sent me an email and she was quite disheartened about the whole thing. And I knew that the reason she was doing this business was because she wanted to put her children through university. Then I said to her, I'm sure your children and their university fees are worth so much more than that person's opinions. And so it was really powerful that I knew why she was doing this business and what it was for. And then she was like, yeah. And then, the next week she sponsors 2 people into a team. And so that's really powerful. So it's making sure everybody writes it down or film it. I recorded mine. I went back to find my written why, and it was about 2 lines long. So I actually filmed it the other day. So I'm much happier on talking than I am writing. Having a clear why and sending it to your sponsor. So has anybody here written their why? I mean, even I don't know, Helen. I don't know if I've seen your why, or we don't often
publish that.
I did one at the beginning. Yeah, I should. I'll send it to you, Zoe.
Yeah, revisit it and look at it and revise it.
I will. It'll be good to do that.
I'll ask Sam today to do hers, coincidentally.
Yeah, brilliant.
But I want to talk to her about it tomorrow, really.
Yeah.
And so Rachel, I haven't seen yours. I have seen Sue's.
Did it at a presentation, didn't I? Do you remember?
Yeah. Send it to me then. I'll put them all in a folder.
Yeah, I need yours, Candy. And I've got Anne's on my desktop, but I haven't got yours, I don't think.
Okay.
Don't think.
Yeah, so can you just explain the why bit to Nicola?
Yeah, so I've put it at the very front of this workbook, your why, and I've put some kind of things to help you write it. So in this business, Nicola, often you'll hear at trainings, you'll hear people talk about their story and why they decided to join and what's important to them, because it's the reason we do it that kind of carries us through. If somebody does say no and we kind of just brush it off because our children or whatever the reason we are doing it is more important. Where's my list of what the things are on there? So we put things like write about how did you find out about network marketing, and then what was your first thoughts when you heard about it? What did you think about network marketing when you first heard about it? And then what was it that made you join in the first place? And then what's important to you for doing it? I cannot find my list that I wrote somewhere. It's all typed up in. I won't scroll back to the front of my document.
So it's a good thing to look at that and then actually write it out and then read through it.
Yeah. Oh, the main reasons you join. So, and then we just put a list of the main reasons people do join is extra income, more spare time, leave a legacy, to have a purpose, to retire, to have their own business, to have a financial freedom. So they're some of the reasons that people would do network marketing. So it's think about what this is, and it just kind of change. It just changes as you go along through your journey. So then number 2 is to make sure that your new consultant has some products for their personal consumption, including nutrition, which especially your meal replacements, and then some of the popular ranges in sample sachets to share with their prospects.
Yeah.
And so we had a brainstorm of what we thought would be the most popular products to have as sample sachets. Yeah. And we put primer, hair serum, the men's RE9, Calm, your normal RE9, and Sea Source in sample sachets. And because I'm now teaching the team, if we always lead with the business, but if somebody says, no, the business is not for me, whatever reason right now, then we'll always go back and say, well, will you review the products for me? And you can pop them in the post or lend them to them if they're local. So having those sample sachets. And you can say, and then also because you're giving something to somebody for free, it might open them up even more. It's another exposure. It keeps the conversation alive. So I think I've really missed a trick there with kind of going so far with the business and then missing. Some of my team didn't even know you could get sample sachets. Like, oops. So that's why I'm learning.
Get your sample sachets with each order that you do, or you can ask for them separately.
There's a bit on the website called Business Aids, and they're in there. So there's sample sachets for pretty much everything.
Okay, and there's a cost to that for those samples.
Yeah. So the ones that you got that came with your box, pack of 10, I think they're about 11 quid or something, aren't they?
Yeah.
£11 for the pack of 10.
Yeah.
And then you say you do sachets for other things, so you've got all of these. They come in their individual sachets. So the men's one would be quite good, and the hair serum.
Yeah. I think the hair serum is about £4 for a pack of 10.
That's good.
Yeah, so they're really good, and they come. They have the ingredients on. They put if they have clinical trials, I'll put the results on the sample sachet packet. They come in tubes. So yeah, if you go, I could show you now actually. Let me go on to Arbonne. My log. So when you go to Arbonne, and can you see my Arbonne screen now? Does that work?
Yeah.
So when you log in and you click shop, you've got this menu down the left-hand side, and you've got Arbonne Boutique, and then you've got Business Aids. Can you see in green on the left? Business Aids. If you click in there, you will find all the samples under. Then you go to sample sachets in that. I think it might log me out.
Do they add to your points for what you order that month?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, no, it was just a question. I didn't think it would, but
yeah.
No, we would love that to be the case.
Yeah, they keep arguing. They keep asking Arbonne if they would do that because it would really help. But no, they don't. But they're just a great tool and to have. So so it's making sure people have set up with their sample sachets, and it's like anything. You kind of you will get charged on delivery for ordering those. So order them when you do your next delivery, and you've got some more. I needed some the other day, and I just said, I've got one of my consultants to stick it on her delivery. She was ordering anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So okay, and then the third thing is to make sure they have access to prospect tools. So we're tools we're using now are videos, so our recording of what is network marketing, which takes you through what the napkin presentations and the compensation plan. And we are about to get the professional recording. I think Rich did say close of play today, but it's not there yet, so I'm hoping tomorrow. And making sure they've got GoPro book, the 45-second presentations. I think we're saying for every person you introduce to your business or you sponsor, to give them one copy of each of those books. I've
got two coming, so I'll give one to you, Nikki and Rachel, when they arrive. And you've both got the 45-second one anyway, haven't you? The only life book.
Got that, which I've been picking through while I've been at work. 'Cause it's been quiet at the moment.
And if you've got a consultant, and we were last night in the pub, we had a couple of people working full time, but they're on the road a lot. One person drives an hour a day, the other drives kind of 2-3 hours a day. And so that would be a CD. So they've got no time to read books, and make sure they've got the GoPro and the 45-second on CD so they can listen to it in the car and just multitask.
The other thing I actually just wanted to quickly say is I got a disc in my pack, my first order.
Yeah.
Seem to work. It won't actually go onto my system. Is it for PC? It should be for Mac as well as PC.
Have you tried? Yeah. Did you try it in your Mac?
It's not playing. It won't play it. Doesn't like it at all.
Oh no.
Your Arbonne order.
Yeah. It'll be...
with my Arbonne order, yeah, but I put it in last night and it would not actually get anything. It got Arbonne, the logo up on, and that was it. It wouldn't go into the disc. It wouldn't play it.
There is, because they send you the disc of the Arbonne official Arbonne video and presentation, and you can get that on YouTube.
Okay.
So Candy will send you the YouTube link for that, won't you, Candy?
Yeah, adding it to my list.
And that's great because that you can share with prospects. You can watch. It's a great video actually. It's just the corporate. It's only 7 minutes long. I've produced a video about Arbonne as a company and interviewing some people as why they do it. It's a bit more product focused, so I will use that one as a tool as well. So I'll use the 2-minute animation video by Bill McFarlane, which just explains everything we do in a 2-minute nutshell. I will use my longer explanation of what we do, which goes into the napkin presentation. And then I will also use that Arbonne one, which is on YouTube, which is easy to send out. So Candy will send those across to you to make sure you've got them. And I put them in the reading list on my iPhone, so it doesn't matter where I am. If somebody's interested in the business and I'm sending them a message, I can just stick it on there.
Yeah.
There's those. And I think I probably ought to, I'll put some of those links actually in this document as well, so they are there. Then making sure your team are connected on the Facebook page. 10-minute one, and they know when the training dates are. And Candy's now produced a lovely calendar, which is on landscape, and I'm struggling. I need John's help to get it into my document. I'll ask him. And then making sure they can get onto Zoom. We've done that one now, Nikki. And there are some great Arbonne apps. If you've got an iPhone, you can get the source on an app, which the source is where you get all the product knowledge on Arbonne products, and you can ask questions and find bits of information about Arbonne products, bits and pieces that come up, and you can download that to your iPhone. So that's a good app to have. And you can download the Arbonne catalogue app to your iPhone as well. So it's those. And then number 5 is a basic understanding of the compensation plan, which is kind of skill 3, which we have got that outlined now in this workbook. Thanks to Kyan, like the basic description of it, how we get paid, what we get paid at each level, what we earn on preferred clients, consultants, clients as well. And then 6, you've got the invite script. That's skill 2. So I think when somebody first joins, it's almost kind of best to explain to them that it's worth holding back a little bit in the beginning in your business before speaking to somebody. Just hold back until you've kind of read through those scripts and got to grips with how we talk to somebody about his business. And I interviewed some of my team the other day and said, what if now you've been in the business a few months, if if you were starting from scratch again in the beginning, is there something you know now that you wish you'd have known from the very beginning? And what came out was not to talk too much to people about this business, like just to, like, not just, you know, we call it vomit Arbonne, don't we? Just kind of explain too much to people. If they'd have just kind of read the Eric Worre GoPro in the beginning and learned some of those scripts and how to invite somebody to watch a video with not saying too much, that's what they wish they'd known back then. So it's learning that skill before going out there and approaching people. So there's quite a bit on that checklist, which that's not going. A new consultant isn't going to get to grips with all 6 of those points in the first meeting. It's doing that over a period of time. And then the part 4 of setting up a new consultant is helping them create a game plan. So I've put in here how somebody promotes to district manager, our first level, which is your 2.5, going into qualification on your 2,500 QVs from your team, and how you can complete that over 1, 2 or 3 months. Again, that's something that you can break down with your new consultants, Candy and Sue, and I think that, because that needs a little bit of kind of time to go over.
Yeah.
And then from there, so I've then broken it down again into, so if somebody did want to go kind of fast and say, right, you know, this is it, I've got, you know, I absolutely need this business to work, I've got no money, I've got to earn an income from this as soon as possible, I want to be district manager in 3 months. So I've then put down kind of what that would require each day. So if somebody wanted to go faster, then it's a kind of a 2 to 3 hour commitment. It's talking to 10 people, it's 5 follow-ups, it's reading your books. And then if somebody wanted to go a bit slower, 6 months, it's working your business an hour to 2 hours a day, and then 12 months. So breaking that into those daily methods of operation. So I hope that helps. The trouble, we have lots of consultants signing people up when they're quite new themselves, and then when it comes to actually setting somebody goals and how to promote, they get stuck on that. So I'm hoping that does help. Does that all make sense?
Yeah. It's as clear as mud to new people starting.
yeah. All those points, Nikki, will just be kind of straight over your head. But that's for your sponsor, and it's kind of taking each bit as you need it. You know, this at the moment, you're brand new to the business. You've got lots to read and absorb at the minute. I've put in here how to actually register a new consultant, and Danny had me put in the picture version of it, which is there, which is quite nice. It explains it. Oh no, you know what they've done? They've done it. They've put login to Arbonne, but really you just want to go onto the Arbonne website. Let me change that. But otherwise, I thought that was quite a nice, nice way of doing it. Then click join, enter ID, your details, check for offers, how to sign up for a client, how to sign up, register a client, and then there's the reading list in here as well, and then audio. And then the last bit of setting up a new consultant is to give them a task. So they've got something that they can do in that week, in the time that they've got available, that's realistic, that then you can check with them the week after that they've done. And we've put a list in of example tasks for that week. And depending on how many hours somebody's putting into their business, depends on how many tasks you give them. So it might just be a simple one, like listen to Making the Shift this week, or listen to GoPro this week. So it's for you to decide and choose with your team, you know, what's appropriate for them, depending on how much time they have got, and what they're doing, if they're driving a lot, if they're at home a lot, whatever suits them. If they like listening, if they learn better from videos than they do from audio, if they learn better from books, just understanding the consultant. And then Danny's asked me to put in a bit of a goal template, which I haven't finished yet, how she sets a goal. So because most people don't know how to even start with goal setting. Anything like Helen, Candy, that you think that's okay as a kind of getting somebody started?
Yeah. I think so. It's just having that one-to-one commitment, because like you said, Zoe, every new consultant will be different. different amount of time, different amount of urgency. So it's, you know, it's tailor making it down to the individual. But I think this is a framework, a skeleton to work with.
Yeah.
And then you fill in the gaps, if there are any, with that individual person.
Yes. That's it, exactly. So, and it is, and then she's taking them through the 7 skills. So the first week, you might go away, fill in your start filling out your active candidate list, and listen to GoPro at the same time as you're doing that. So, and then the next week, you might then do, okay, we'll have a look at skill 2 now. So let's have a look at some invite scripts. How are we actually going to speak to these people about this business? And you just do a little bit each time and chunk it down into bite-sized bits that they can handle, rather than so they don't feel overwhelmed.
Brilliant.
I don't know. Has Nikki? Is she still there? Or is she?
Hello.
Oh yeah, you're still there.
Sorry, I'm just sliding into the source on the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, well done. She's on it already. She's doing like the rest of the list. I hope you did all the.
Ring away.
The one thing I will just say is that I've just found the active candidate list has just been an absolute godsend for me. It's because I have it visual in front of me. So yeah, just emptying your brain of all the contacts. It doesn't matter whether you think I'll join or not, but just to stick everybody down on paper and just have something to refer to each day. And also, I know I gave a copy to Rachel, but a tick list. So what you're going to do each day. So I'm going to contact however many people, I'm going to follow up, etc., read 10 pages of the book or whatever, just so that you know that you've done it for that day, because that's what Eric Worry was saying. You know, he spoke to one of his consultants, and they were disappointed with how they were getting on, and he said, well, actually, you probably haven't done as much as you did, you know, the previous month when you had loads. He said, no, I'm doing exactly the same, doing exactly the same. But actually, if you record what you're doing, then when you look back, go, well, yeah, you're right. I only contacted so-and-so people as opposed to, you know, loads more the month before. But you just don't know unless you're kind of recording it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, down to less than a minute now on Zoom.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, Candy, or wrap it up.
Well, I mean, I can get together with, you know, each of you sort of individually if we need to, well, we will need to talk about other stuff, but or we can set up a Zoom at any point. So now we all know how to get on it. Just say, if you do want, and we'll jump on any time. So yeah, so it'll always be 8:15 on a Tuesday.
Yeah, for the team one.
Yeah, Zoe's main training one for the whole team is on Sunday at 8:15. Yeah. And then, do you know about this thing on Saturday? Do you work on Saturdays, Nicola?
I'm not this week. Why? Is it in the day?
Yeah, it's 9 till 1.